Have you ever wondered why there are fewer foreign light trucks in the U.S.? Well, you can thank a little something called the chicken tax for that. In the year 1963, during the presidency of Lyndon Johnson, a peculiar trade tariff was introduced. It was a 25% tax imposed on a rather eclectic mix of imported goods: brandy, dextrin, potato starch, and light trucks. This tariff was a retaliation against similar tariffs placed by West Germany and France on chicken meat imported from the United States. Over the years, the tax on brandy, dextrin, and potato starch has been lifted. However, the tax on imported light trucks remains firmly in place. Why? To protect U.S. automakers, of course. This tax was the U.S.'s secret weapon in the chicken war negotiations during the Cold War. So the chicken tax, born out of the chicken war negotiations during the Cold War, continues to influence the U.S. auto industry even today. Now that we understand what the chicken tax is, you might be curious about its effects. The chicken tax, a 25% tariff on imported light trucks, has had a profound impact on the U.S. auto industry. For starters, it has provided a protective shield around U.S. automakers. With the high tariff on foreign light trucks, domestic manufacturers have been able to maintain a strong foothold in the market. This has kept competition at bay and allowed the American auto industry to flourish. But the effects of the chicken tax go beyond just protecting U.S. automakers. It has also garnered the support of the United Automobile Workers Union. This is because the tax has indirectly safeguarded jobs in the U.S. auto industry by discouraging the import of foreign light trucks. Thus, it has acted as a bulwark against foreign competition, not just for the companies, but also for the workers they employ. However, the chicken tax has not been without its critics. Some argue that it hampers competition and innovation by limiting the influx of foreign vehicles. Others claim that it has led to higher prices for consumers, as domestic manufacturers face less pressure to keep prices competitive. Despite these criticisms, the chicken tax remains in effect more than 6 decades after it was first introduced. It continues to shape the landscape of the U.S. auto industry, influencing decisions of both domestic and foreign automakers. Clearly, the chicken tax has significantly impacted both domestic and foreign automakers in the U.S. Considering the hefty tariff, it's no surprise that automakers have sought ways to circumvent the chicken tax. The 25% tariff on light trucks and cargo vans has been a significant hurdle for foreign automakers, but necessity is often the mother of invention. One of the most common strategies employed to avoid this tariff is a little bit of automotive sleight of hand. Automakers began importing vehicles initially designed as passenger vehicles, complete with back seats, seat belts, and windows. Once these vehicles arrived stateside, the transformation began. The rear seats were removed, windows replaced with metal panels, and voila! A cargo van was born, sidestepping the tariff entirely. This strategy allowed automakers to import their vehicles without the hefty tariff and then modify them into the desired cargo-carrying configuration once they were safely on U.S. soil. This clever bit of loophole navigation has been a game-changer in the industry, allowing foreign automakers to compete on a more level playing field with their American counterparts. But it's not just about sidestepping tariffs. This approach also demonstrates the adaptability and ingenuity of the auto industry when faced with restrictive trade policies. It's a testament to the resilience and resourcefulness of automakers who continue to find innovative solutions to complex challenges. These clever strategies demonstrate the ingenuity of automakers in the face of restrictive trade policies. Fast forward to the present day, and the chicken tax still finds itself in the spotlight. It's been more than a half-century since the imposition of this tariff, yet its influence on the U.S. auto industry is as potent as ever. In fact, it became a topic of discussion during the tenure of President Donald Trump. The president referenced the chicken tax in the midst of his own trade war with China. The tax was used as a lens to examine the complexities of international trade and the strategies that countries employ to protect their domestic industries. Moreover, the chicken tax was also brought up during the announcement of the closure of several General Motors plants in the U.S. It served as a reminder of the intricate and often controversial role that tariffs play in shaping the landscape of industries. Even today, it continues to impact decisions on imports and exports, demonstrating the lasting potency of a decision made during the Cold War era. So the chicken tax continues to be a key player in trade discussions in the U.S. auto industry. It's clear that the chicken tax has had a considerable impact on the U.S. auto industry. Born from Cold War-era negotiations, this 25% tariff was a countermeasure against similar impositions by West Germany and France. While the tariff on brandy, dextrin, and potato starch has been lifted, the tax on imported light trucks still stands to shield domestic automakers. To navigate these waters, automakers have employed clever strategies, such as importing vehicles with passenger compartments and adding cargo beds later. So, next time you wonder about the scarcity of foreign light trucks on U.S. roads, remember the chicken tax and its ongoing influence.